All right, your assignment today is to read your Scholastic News and meet Christian Robinson, who is the illustrator. The illustrator is the person who draws the pictures for the book we just read, Last Stop on Market Street. So he made the pictures for this book, and how did he do it? You're going to find all about how he did it. Opening this up here, Christian works in a studio in his garage. That's where he does his work. And as you read, I want you to think about the steps that Christian goes through to make the illustrations for a book. So very interesting. You're going to, of course, read this, but I just want to highlight to you that Christian Robinson loved making pictures, and one day he painted a picture of his grandma, and he put it on his website, and he didn't think anybody would look at it, but someone did. A man saw it. The man worked for a book company, and he loved the picture, and the man asked Christian if he would like to illustrate a new book. So Christian was so excited, he loved to tell the stories with pictures. He said he would do it. So what he's doing is he's taking his pictures and telling a story. And so read from here on, from words to pictures, how he goes through and does it. Now, when we're reading nonfiction text, we notice the text features. These are headlines, okay? These are headings here. So be sure to and then the bold words, imagination. You know what imagination is? This word is collage. A collage is when you use paint and shapes to make a colorful cutout, okay? So as you read through here, you will notice the transitional words, first, next, then, finally. Those are the steps he goes through, okay? And then it shows you here. What I would like you to do after you've read this, boys and girls, here is your work for today. It says it's Christian's job to turn words into pictures. He does this step by step. So use your article here to fill in blanks below to share the steps Christian takes to make art for pictures. Hint, the sidebar, that would be the side. Oh, I lost my pencil, so I'm going to grab it here. The sidebar will help with the first 3 steps, but not the last one. So first you're going to read this, go through here, all right? And then after you're done reading through here, and you do need to read it, okay? Because I'd like you to add maybe some extra things. Then it says here, what's the first thing he does? First, he uses his imagination. He thinks about the story he wants to tell. You do that when you write stories. Yesterday, when you picked out what you wanted to write about in your journal, okay. And then it said that same thing here. First, he uses his imagination. In this particular story, Last Stop on Market Street, he asked himself, what is CJ like? He wants his character to be portrayed and so that you get a good feeling for him. What clothes does he wear? You got to know what kind of, is he going to wear some clothes that represent his background? Where does he live? He wanted his pictures to answer those questions for the reader. And then you can draw what you think that step looks like, kind of like him, a thinking bubble. So you're going to do those. Finally here, you're going to have to answer that at the end by what you think the last step in doing the pictures are, okay? And then inside his studio, go ahead and do that, all right? So some reading and responding to reading, using nonfiction text today. We're using a fiction story, we're using a nonfiction Scholastic News, and we're writing. We're connecting everything today in our reading, writing. So this is your reading and writing combined today, okay? Have fun.